Welcome back to EPL Mouth Off. We just gone through all the major games of the EPL, but we haven't gone through enough of online comments yet. So let's have a look at the online comments. Glenn comes in, Glenn WG comes in again. So Kelvin, you are trying to say that Henry is dispensable? I thought just last week you called him a legend who has been performing seasons after seasons.
Kelvin.
Yeah, that's right.
Very controversial.
What was it you said just now when you're at top, everyone tries to knock you down?
Oh, yeah. 5 games.
Well, he may be a legend, but no, still, he's not. He's not indispensable. Like, come on.
I don't think anyone's actually said Henry was dispensable.
Right.
Because dispensable, Wenger wouldn't have let him go.
Exactly. Now he's like don't know where in Barcelona. More comments. What do we have from Brooklyn? It says BPL is all about how many times you win it and not how you win it. People only remember the team who won the most title. That's a fair comment. And you know who won the most times? As Liverpool. But
yes.
Actually should be Man U because they won the Premier League in its name. But do you think it's right? Do you think that it's better to be remembered for how many titles you win than how you win it?
Look, I mean, in all honesty, we did it doing both. We actually played football.
Okay.
Yeah, last season, yes.
And win the league. And for 10 seasons, actually. No, probably barring the first 2 seasons when we were still finding our feet. But, we played football. We stayed true to attacking football.
Okay. Man U is not that good a point. I should ask Chelsea.
Yeah, what?
Go ahead.
I should just ask Chelsea about that. They won twice, with solid football. I would say really solid football, but not exactly the kind of football you inspire.
How many hundreds of millions?
Well, seriously, it doesn't really matter. A win is a win. Like what they say. You knock
say?
it down 1-0 means 1-0. I don't have to play attractive, right?
So now this guy,
still win it.
but he's so desperate. 50 years haven't won a title, so two titles like that.
Seriously, I'd be disappointed to hear that because we're all from different clubs, but essentially we love football. And if you're going to support football also, that's anti-football. Going for 1-0.
But that's it.
Your shins, your butt, your ear, everything.
But let's say Chelsea didn't
disappointing
exactly play really negative football. We just
lock the opponents down,
We
just lock them in a cage, and then we just hammer them. And that's it.
I mean, Liverpool when in the heydays of the 70s and the 80s, they also, I don't think they actually really played good football until maybe the late 80s when they got John Barnes, Peter Beardsley and stuff like that. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. Because, I've been watching Liverpool matches 20 years back. It was 1988. So, I even go into search for all those past matches. 70s, you got Keegan, you got King Kenny Dalglish. We set the standards. I mean, in English League. But in 1992 they actually changed the formation. They allowed all the foreign players to come in. So that's where I believe that Liverpool sort of struggled during that period.
Okay,
yeah.
So they still got style. You're saying that all along they had style all along.
Yes, especially in the 70s and 80s. But
so, what do you agree that you might start off with a bit of less style, but But just to win, I'm
still trying to equate Liverpool and style together. But
it's a different generation. It's a different generation.
Arsenal, in the 80s and 90s, it's 1-0 to Arsenal.
That's right.
They won it really like Chelsea did, but then slowly now you've been winning with more style. No?
Yeah.
Do you think we should teams should start with not concerned about style first, just win the title, then slowly build on their style?
I think at the end of the day, all football fans here, right, we all agree. At the end of the season, we will scrape the bottom of the barrel to find something positive to think about our team. That's why we love and support the team, right? We don't win something, we go, they played pretty good. Whether or not that's true or not, it's open up to something else. If they want something, then we go around Man U fan goes to Man City and screws everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? But goes and tells everyone in Man City, we won the league, And for Arsenal, we just laugh at Tottenham every season.
To be fair to Arsenal, they've always had a style. It didn't just improve or get better, they always stuck to the style.
Thank you.
So I got to give credit.
We appreciate that. But about
during
Liverpool,
seasons, they didn't produce the results which they wanted. You know which few seasons I'm talking about?
It's hard to take from guys who don't know style. you know.
The final word of this debate comes from online, from Hybrid now, who says, if you are going for 1-0 scoreline like Chelsea, I'd rather watch S-League week in, week out. There's more goals to expect.
Then go ahead and watch S-League then. Go ahead and watch S-League. Seriously,
quality versus goals. I leave it up to you all to decide. Anyway,
so let's all watch the Young Lions then.
Then you have people chanting Keong.
Move on. Look forward to the upcoming week. Midweek, there's no Champions League. There's no international matches, but there's the Worthless Cup.
Mickey Mouse Cup.
Sorry.
Woo!
Sorry, it's the Carling Cup. Sorry, Carling. It's the Carling Cup. Of course, all the teams here are involved, and then let's have a look at what teams will they be facing during the Carling Cup. I think Arsenal will face Sheffield United.
Arsenal reserve, you mean?
Arsenal reserve will face Sheffield United. Liverpool's second team will face Crewe Alexandra. Well, I don't think Chelsea will fill their
I don't think so.
Ooh, Glenn Johnson.
side. They face Portsmouth.
But they just lost 6-0.
Man U will face Middlesbrough. While the two teams in trouble, Newcastle will face, and Tottenham will face.
Bottom of the table clash.
Tottenham will,
Bottom of the table clash.
Slog it out, was going to the Championship. Slog it out.
All right. So, Kelvin, against Sheffield United, do you think it's a tricky tie? Or do you think, no problem?
Frankly, it depends on who Arsenal plays. If it's a second team, it might be a 1-0, 2-1 kind of victory. It's really hard to say. If it's second team, then it could be a bit tight. If it's first team, obviously, I think we demolish them. Well,
I tell you, if Arsenal worry, I tell you, Liverpool must be damn worried. Crewe Alexandra, Rafael Benitez will try to feel a really weird formation of players. Rotation of players again. Do you think they'll have trouble against Crewe Alexandra?
I don't think so. With that 0-0 draw against Stoke City, I believe Rafa, he would have the alarm bells ringing. So,
Okay lah. So I don't think they'll trip up.
No.
They don't think they'll trip up. Okay, no. Fair enough.
No small cuts.
Okay, now Man U and Chelsea will face Premier League opponents. Man U against Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough, I think it's away, is it?
It's home actually.
It's at home. At home, but Middlesbrough now sometimes against the top 4 clubs, they like always tend to do well. Do you think this will be a time for them to do well? So,
Carling Cup. I'll be honest. Carling Cup's not our priority, but
oh dear.
But I think our kids are pretty good. If you have been following and hearing about what our kids are doing, they are pretty good. I think they should step it up and show the gaffer what you got. So I expect a win actually at Old Trafford.
Well, at least they are playing at Old Trafford. Chelsea are going to Fratton Park to play Portsmouth. Now Portsmouth will be desperate to make up for their 6-0 loss, I tell you. So
Glenn Johnson scored hat-trick.
do you find
his badge.
Peter Crouch or Jermaine Defoe maybe trying to break your defense?
No, I think it would be a bit difficult. Seriously, I find it would be a bit difficult. They're still gelling, so it's hard to say. But most probably, I think Scolari would definitely feel quite a strong team up front. Because after all, you're still playing a Premier League team, and it's also last season's FA Cup winner. So better safe than sorry.
Yeah. But until that, by the end of the day, it's still the Worthless Cup. So who cares if they lose, right?
Better not let Carling hear that.
Sorry,
Big money on this sponsorship.
Sorry, Carling. Okay. Well, it's time for all of y'all to pick your player of the week. Last week, y'all play cheat. Say West Brown. Everybody pick West Brown as the player of the week.
Still stand by.
Nicolas Anelka for missing one and for last European Champions League.
For your team, who's the player of the week for
My
you?
team.
Yeah.
It's got to be Park Ji-sung. It's a pity he missed.
One for the Asians.
He missed the Champions League. It's a pity to be the first Asian in the Champions League final. He was full of industry, running around, causing problems to Chelsea defense, and he was taken off disappointingly. I felt he was actually he scored a goal. I felt he was the reason why we were ticking around and moving forward and winning the balls. Hungry, very hungry.
Not bad. Kelvin?
I would have to go with Danielson. I know not all Arsenal fans like him, but I like the way he's stepping up his game. Overall, I would say Danielson.
All right. Jonathan?
Kalu, nice header.
That was an easy header. Okay, lah,
But he still went in, given that the rest missed. So we still got to give it to him.
Who cares about style, right? So long as he scores, can already. How about Liverpool? Oh, no, he had a hard time picking.
Not really. It's definitely Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard again. All right, man. Let's have one more online comment before we wrap things up. Jesse said, shower, nice one. Are you single by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
Call him. Okay, that's all. That's all we have for tonight. But before we leave, here's our own razorism of the day. It comes from the late American sport journalist Howard Cosell, who once declared that sports is the toy department of human life. I don't think many people will disagree with that. With that, thanks to all our guests and you for joining us tonight at Razor Active. Don't go away, because news is up next.
I think there are far more interesting toys, though.
Yeah?
I think there are far more interesting toys.